What is good, everybody? It is your boy Super Saiyan Cab back with another Xenoverse 2 discussion slash rant, I guess you could say, that was truly inspired by this week's Sub Saturday. Literally just dropped it today. I know it's Tuesday. I apologize for getting it out so late to you guys. I literally had family and Thanksgiving, things like that. That's why I was so behind, so I didn't upload for like 2 to 3 days. So again, I do apologize for that. But again, literally this video right here was inspired by this week's Sub Saturday because of how pathetic these cheesers really are on Xenoverse 2. Now, before we actually get into this video, guys, do want to mention one really quick thing, and that is the simple fact that this video is the background footage in this video is 1080p 30 frames per second, not 60 frames, because it was recorded with my PS4, because I'm currently I have another video rendering that will either be out tonight or tomorrow, so definitely stay tuned for that as well. But again, just wanted to mention that really quick to you guys and let you know why that is why the gameplay in the background may not seem as good as quality as it usually is. But jumping straight into this video, man, like I said, this week's Sub Saturday literally is what inspired me to make this video, literally is what made me want to make this video, and it's just because in about 90% of the matches, 90% of the clips that I saw from you guys, huge shout out to you guys, by the way, for sending in all your clips, fake death was used. And then in about 50% of those matches, a female Majin with 3 bars of stamina was used. It is very clear that these two things are the biggest issues right now in Xenoverse 2. Literally, without question, when it comes to cheese, these two things are the biggest issues. Literally, I saw those two things more than I saw Limit Burst. And that really surprised me, because I thought Limit Burst had become one of the more cheese things that people do. And it's not even like terrible like say when you got an attack up key recovery thing like that. It's not terrible, but at the same time it is still cheese, because a lot of people like to use it when they're getting stamina broken or something like that. But again, I literally saw fake death and female Majins 10 times more than I saw people limit bursting. And it's for reasons that I completely understand. I understand why these cheesers take advantage of it. I don't understand why they cheese in general, but since they are cheesers, I can see why they're going to use fake death and abuse the female Majins. First, starting out with fake death, guys. This is literally a move that reminds me of like Phantom Fist from Xenoverse 1. A move that you could just spam over and over and over and over without any repercussions to it. Literally, you could just use the move 100 times and you would have no repercussions to this move. It was absolute nonsense, and one of the more annoying things on Xenoverse 1 that they did patch in Xenoverse 2. I will give them credit for that. But then they introduced fake death. Fake death is literally the same thing for the most part, but instead of vanishing, you're literally going onto the ground, lying down, getting all these iframes, and really the only way to counter it is by perfect blocking it. So again, fake death is literally the new Phantom Fist, because you can just constantly get these iframes, constantly lay down and things like that without wasting any ki. It makes no sense that this move takes 0 bars of ki. It is the biggest issue that people have been complaining about probably since like 2 months into the game. Literally, right when people started using fake death online, people were complaining about it from that time, and it is still yet to be addressed. And it was a move that we really thought would be addressed when all those moves were patched. Really, just a bunch of moves were buffed, and the only move that was really nerfed was actually Aura Slide. So again, we did not get what we wanted in that update, really, because the main thing that people wanted was the nerf of fake death. Make this move take key to where people cannot just be sitting out here literally spamming the move over 50 times in one match. Because I promise you, there were literally people in this Sub Saturday, if you guys have not seen it yet, that spam the move 50 times. And if you have not seen it and would like to check it out, I'll probably have it linked down below, or a card pop up or something like that for you guys to be able to check it out. But again, people were just spamming and abusing the living hell out of fake death, and it was pathetic. Like, it literally, I almost had a migraine by the end of watching all these Sub Saturday submissions this week, and it wasn't because of you guys, it was because of the people you guys were facing, how pathetic these people were. And now let's move on to the female Majin. The female Majins, they need to be addressed. It's nonsense what they're doing out here, regardless whether they got 3 bar stamina, 4 bar stamina, 5 bar, 6 bar. I don't care how many bars of stamina they have, because their stamina comes back instantly for the most part. It's just absolutely ridiculous, and especially when they are using Goku Black Super Soul, the one that makes your stamina recover even faster when you get stamina broken. It makes female Majins absolutely broken, and it's why you're seeing a lot of these 3 bars just constantly spamming their evasive and breaking their own stamina. The way I feel personally about breaking your own stamina, first and foremost, regardless of your race, is just scummy in general. Because in this game, when you break your own stamina, you can literally just snap, vanish, spam, and get away from your opponent, which a lot of people do who break their own stamina. And stamina is one of the most crucial components of Xenoverse 2. So if you're just breaking your stamina at the point of it being low and getting it all back for free, that is fairly cheesy. And then when you're doing it with a female Majin, though, on top of it, a female character that gets the stamina recovery back like twice as fast, and you throw in that Super Soul, it's just absolute nonsense. And again, it's a reason that you see these people using it. I can understand why these cheesers are using these things. I cannot understand why they cheese, like I said, but if they are going to cheese, I see why they're abusing this stuff, because it's absolutely broken. I just don't understand how Xenoverse has not seen these things. Like, literally, I see tweets all the time about fake death, about female Majins, all this, and nothing is done about it. So hopefully with this next coming update, they do something about these 2 issues within Xenoverse 2, because like I said, these right now are the 2 biggest issues when it comes to cheese. And I'm just making this assumption based off of Sub Saturday, because those were the 2 most common things I saw by far. Like, without question, those were the most common things that I saw in this week's Sub Saturday. So I just had to do a video talking about this, talking about how they need to fix this, and the ways that are very simple to fix this. Like I said, make fake death to where you can just, it costs a bar key to use, so they cannot just constantly spam it over and over and over and over again. And then when it comes to the female Majins, put their stamina recovery to normal. Why the hell do they even have that ability? It makes no sense to me that their stamina recovery is double the amount of speed as any other race. It makes absolutely 0 sense to me. So again, those are simple fixes that they need to add to this game. I know the game is on the dying side, but people still play this. They still got DLC coming. So it is not, you know, unfair for us to expect them to continue to fix this game if they're gonna keep selling us brand new stuff and DLC and expecting us to pay for this new stuff as well. So again, like I said, it is not unfair at all for us to expect them to fix this, even though the game is fairly late in its life cycle. But let me know your thoughts on what I had to say in this video down below about fake death, about the female Majins, and about my very simple solutions regarding these 2 issues in Xenoverse 2 right now. Let me know all that down below in the comments. But as always, man, thank you guys so much for watching. Really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, as always, hope you have a good day. Peace, y'all.